Update. I overheard my 28M girlfriend 26F day that her ex was the best she ever had. Original post. After the 8th day of me never initiating sex with her and rejecting her with no explanation every time she initiated, she, near tears, asked me what was wrong and why I didn't want her anymore. I wasn't fully ready to talk about this yet, so I just told her I haven't been in the mood. She didn't believe me and asked what she was doing wrong. I told her I needed some time to myself and she demanded to know why. Finally I caved and showed her the post. I left our bedroom and left her alone to read it. 20 minutes later she came out of the bedroom crying and tried to hold onto me. I pushed her off of me and she started crying harder. I let her calm down to the point where she could speak coherently. She told me that she didn't think I was awake when saying all of those things, and they were all exaggerated. Firstly, she said that she enjoyed being with me, and that when she said she didn't have to fake it very much. She also said that she sometimes had to fake it with her ex sometimes too. Next she clarified that his size wasn't as large as she claimed. She said that the ex was only 1.5 inches above my size and that there is no possible way that she'd be able to have sex with someone as large as she claimed, and she was willing to prove it. I told her I didn't believe her because I have no reason to believe she'll be truthful about any of that stuff anymore. She went silent. I then told her that I couldn't believe that she'd tell her friends about how much worse I am than her ex. She still was silent, crying. I told her how much it hurt to know that she wasn't even willing to try to help me be better for her. I told her how I felt so unloved now and disrespected, and how I'm unsure if I want to propose to her anymore. She apologized for everything again. She said that her being drunk is no excuse what she did and won't heal the pain she caused me, and she understands that I can't unhear what I heard, but I just had to trust her on this. I'd told her I'd listen to her at least. She again said she didn't fake it much with me and her ex's dick wasn't that much bigger than mine, and that she only lied about that to one-up her girlfriends. She said she was too afraid to hurt my feelings, so she never wanted to critique our sex. I asked why she cared more about the quality of sex with her ex, and she said she never really critiqued him either. She said that he didn't know what he was doing and just pressed her buttons correctly enough for her to have intense orgasms. She said that she really didn't even guide him, so had no idea what he did, and she hasn't even been able to replicate what she felt from masturbation. She said that if I was willing to experiment with her, she thought we could figure it out. My last question for her was if she missed her ex. She said that sex with him was better, but more enjoyable with me because she felt more emotionally connected to me than him. I asked why she wanted to take him back, and she said that she was young and dumb and gave herself to people that didn't deserve her because she was afraid to be alone. She said that she found a great-looking guy that cherished her and gave a damn about her emotions in me. As of right now I'm still hurt greatly. Talking to her helped a lot, but it'll still take me time to be able to trust her like I did. I told her that I was going to need time, but at the end of the day I still loved her, and wanted to try to work through this. I don't know, man. Personally I would probably not stay with her only because of the fact that first of all she exaggerates about her ex instead of you. Like, why wouldn't she just exaggerate about you if she feels like she has to one-up her friends? And on top of that she even makes you look bad by saying how she fakes orgasms. What was the reason behind that? I would personally not trust her anymore if I were you, but wish you the best anyway. This sucks op. There's going to be a lot of baggage you're going to have to live with going forward. Sadly you're never going to really know whether she was drunkenly lying to her friends or soberly lying to you. In vino veritas is an age-old expression for a reason though. You've also been emasculated in the eyes of her friends, so what will they be thinking about you when you see them? You also have to consider that although you love her, she doesn't respect you enough to speak nicely about you in front of her friends, even claiming that she lied about stuff to make you look bad. I would venture to say this is not the kind of person you'd want to spend the rest of your life with. This update did not change my poor opinion of her. Did she mention anything about her friend's opinion for you? And how that might be repaired? Could you imagine standing at the altar with these girls as her bridesmaids? Sorry dude, this is bullshit. Dude, she wants to be proposed to and get married. She said whatever she thought she needed to keep you from breaking up with her, and the tears were for the same reason, because she was facing losing a stable relationship. The phrase, in vino veritas, exists because it's true most of the time. What people say when they're drunk is their real truth. What she says to you sober is only her covering her ass. She still said it, and she fucking meant it. There's also the fact that you will never feel comfortable around her friends again. If you stay, you are settling for being second best and the guy she only wants around because you're the shortest path to the life she wants. If you're happy being her path of least resistance, then that's on you, but I think you deserve better. In this relationship you are the safe, stable and less exciting option that she is settling for. If you are okay with this, then you do you. I would GTFO. Have fun talking to her friends now. God, that's awkward. I asked why she wanted to take him back, and she said that she was young and dumb and gave herself to people that didn't deserve her because she was afraid to be alone. Classic. What else is new? And #X200B. Edit. I didn't really give advice in my comments, so here's one. I'd walk if I were you. I wouldn't be able to stand, not only the distrust and betrayal, but she probably won't stop thinking about the other guy while in bed. Okay, me and my friends are all 21 and we never talk badly about our sex lives to each other than, we aren't doing it enough, he's super busy, but not once do we talk about how an ex was better even if it might be the truth. We all talk trash about the exes. And she wasn't doing that, so what I'm getting from her is she loves what you provide to her but she isn't in love with you. Think about how many other conversations she's had talking shit about you to her friends over the past 3 years. The only reason I don't believe her is that if she was just trying to one-up her friends, why didn't she exaggerate you? Sounds to me like she's doing damage control. Also sounds like you don't want to break up. Is there a rule against telling Op that I think he's a moron? I do not understand how the shit can anyone want to work through this. Do you not have any self-respect at all? You know exactly what she did. You know her explanation is full of lies and BS. Yet you don't want to end things? I feel like at this point the problem isn't her, she clearly a trash GF. The problem is you do not have enough self-respect to do what you know you should. I pity you. She is lying to save the relationship, bro. Don't marry her. First of all, the faking orgasms needs to stop. Second, I wish you the best. I don't think I could get past this one. The disrespect to you by saying she faked it with you to her friends. And the talking about another guy like that. I hope you can find a way to work through it, because I just don't see how you will. One-upping her friend at your expense by humiliating you? Nah, I couldn't forgive that. Yikes. The disrespect in this is unreal. I'd have to leave that honestly. I would never be able to perform in bed ever again. It's one thing if she says nasty stuff like that out of spite or anger while in a fight, which is abusive and is totally not okay. Just saying, but to just volunteer that information to her friends out of nowhere? Clearly she was being truthful. That's just so awful and disrespectful to say those things about a current partner. So I see that you, checks notes, didn't break up with her. I guess you're a masochist. I can't judge your next move, man. Either way, you're right to do what you need. Ugh. If you stay with her, prepare yourself for some of the most intense faking you've ever seen. She thinks you're a joke. This is a really sucky situation. Who cares? She literally ran you down, and bragged about her ex-boyfriend, to her friends. They now think you are a little dick chump who sucks at sex because she told them you are a little dick chump that sucks at sex. Why the fuck are you wasting your time? That it was a lie isn't better, it's worse. She shit-talked and ran her own boyfriend down and it wasn't even true? Why the fuck did she say it? What was the point of bragging about her ex and not you? Get some self-respect, dude, and get the fuck out of there. You'll still be Mr. Small Dick, not able to satisfy her like her ex did for rest of your life. If I was you, I would end it. Too much mental stigma to ever deal with. And trust me, 1.5 inches big difference. She probably lied about that too. He is at least 2 inches bigger. Check dildo sizes if you don't believe how bigger 2 inches are. What she did is disrespect you to impress her friends, then bait you into forgiveness. She is only sorry she got caught. Leave her. I would put off any engagement plans for a long while, but she seems like she is willing to prove herself. Go with your gut up and really focus on healing yourself. I wish you luck. You are straight up dumb if you stay with her. Have some goddamn self-respect. And so you got handed a shit sandwich and instead of handing it back to this bitch, you decided to eat it? Seems like your girlfriend isn't the only one who has a habit of sticking with shitty partners so she doesn't have to be alone. What the fuck, man? That is not a quality woman. Your girlfriend just told you that in order to one-up her friend, which is pathetic in every way, she had to not only exaggerate about how amazing her ex was, but she had to put you down to do it? Why don't you love yourself? She is a shit person. The issue here is that she massively disrespected you by talking about something like that with her friends. Also, not that it matters, but what she said drunk to her friends is the truth, not what she's telling you now to damage control. I think underlying this is a more serious issue, in that whenever you two have a disagreement or conflict, there's a high possibility of her oversharing with her friends and airing all the dirty laundry. Sure, she might need to vent, but that's not how healthy relationships work, especially if she overshares. Some things are personal and should be kept private within the relationship. Is she going to complain to her friends every time something happens or she's unhappy with the relationship? Bro IDK, what else will she say when drunk? Good luck if you think you can get past this, but I genuinely wouldn't believe any of that. Sounds like someone once married. Holy fuck, why are you still with her? I beg you, please 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 break up with her. She's lying to you, mate. Why wouldn't you exaggerate about your current partner and not giving big ups about her ex? The situation is whack. You should dig deeper. You deserve to know the truth and what's going on that she would treat you with such disrespect, unless of course she is just a bitch. Dude. No. One question, in a talk with your friend, would you A. exaggerate your girlfriend, B. exaggerate your ex? I don't wanna insult you, but she obviously just wants to settle and marry you. You are not a good relationship to her, just a stable one. And #X200B. Enjoy being settled on, moron. Since you're going through all this, your thinking may be a little clouded right now. So as a third person, she wants you to say and is saying anything to keep you from leaving. The thing is, she may be telling the truth or not, you really can't know. Especially after the stunt she pulled from last night. I'm not telling you what to do, but just saying that as a guy, I know how much it bothers you and you can't help it. It is something that destroys you emotionally, and she just escalated the situation by sharing it in an immature way with her dumbass friends. If I was in your shoes, I can forgive her, but I won't be able to forget something like this and won't feel the same way for her anymore. It's your call, man, but please put your mental health and yourself first here. The fact she makes fun of you with her friends is disgusting. After this she will definitely cheat on you. You wanna know why? Because you showed her she can walk all over you. I'm sorry, man, I know you love her, but it's over. By the way, she is only sorry because she got caught. I mean, she's lying to you and telling you what you want to hear. As other people have mentioned, she wants to be proposed to and get married. She was facing losing a stable relationship and spoke openly to her friends when you were in the same house, making you a joke to them. You, mi amigo, are a simp for sure. Open mouth smile. She's only crying because she got caught. Location flag, 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 location flag. Man, the amount of mental acrobatics she is doing. Run. Don't continue dating her. How can you be with someone capable of this level of disrespect? ETA, you also tried really hard to shut down instead of communicating. You both need work. One thing I learned from my past toxic relationship, they didn't cry because they're sorry, they cried because they're sorry for themselves. She didn't cry because she felt bad for hurting you, she cried because she was scared for her own sake of being dumped and alone. This girl is absolutely not mature enough for you to marry unless you two are using somebody to fill the loneliness in their life. She's people-pleasing to her friends and in a relationship because she doesn't have a strong enough personal values, so she finds her purpose in life by saying and doing what she thinks others will like her for. Please trust me. If you marry this girl, it's not going to be pretty. Sorry, but I would not be able to stay with someone who talked this way about me to their friends. Being drunk is not an excuse for the complete lack of respect. This whole post just sounds like her making up whatever excuses she can to keep you from leaving her. Op. She was laughing about you to her friends. She prefers her ex. That cheated on her. You need to leave. You need to make another update where you break up with her. Glad you talked it out. Now dump her and get someone who respects you. She crapped all over you to her friends. There ain't no coming back from that. You will never want to look at them in the eyes. You'll always be her beta boy and you'll always think of him as big boy satisfaction. Love her or not. Sometimes you don't want to break up because of all the good feels and memories, but honestly this one was immature and a deal breaker. She sabotaged you. Sorry dude. On a positive note, you will feel more comfortable and open about sex conversation with your next partner, and that partner will hopefully be open about how you can be their big boy satisfaction. Obviously she was lying to you, not to her friend. She has no reason to lie to her, all reasons to lie to you to save face. You really want to get to know the truth? Retract all your resources. No more unearned attention for her. No more buying shit for her. No more dates. If she loves you, she will continue or start to try her best to keep you, although you retracted benefits. If she isn't, you have your answer. She thinks she has to lie to her friend, according to herself? First step of recon is her cutting off her friend. If the friend is forcing her to be a liar, the friend has to go. She is refusing. There you have your answer. The friend wasn't the reason she lied. She simply did not lie. It was her honest opinion. Imagine staying with her and the toll it will take on your mental health after years and years of being with someone you can't fully trust. You'll begin to lose trust in yourself, which will in turn affect your physical health and your performance at work. There's a good chance she dumps you in several years for being a pushover who wasn't able to take a stand when it mattered most. Oof, no man. Get away from her. You know what I don't see in there? Her saying that she will never gossip about your business to her girlfriends ever again. She totally demeaned you to them, so I don't see how you uncross this line. Honestly man, she's lying. She's lying because you caught her and is not backtracking with the best-sounding excuse she can come up with based on what she said during that conversation. She knows damn well what she said, and don't let her fool you. It's not the easy solution in the short term, but overall I think you'll be much happier if you cut your losses and move on. A little self-respect goes a long way.